Libra, it's Trishna here. Welcome to your September 2019 love reading. So what I'm feeling for you is I feel like your romantic love life is non-existent, but it is also in a really good, happy, positive place. And that's because you're like well on your way to healing from past relationships, past hurts, past disappointments. You are on this path towards self-empowerment and you are well on your way in that respect as well. Like I feel like you are feeling better about yourself, you're feeling good, you're feeling like you're just self-empowered, you're just in a really good place. And I feel like there's still a little more to go before you feel completely whole, but you're really well on your way in that respect. And you're feeling really good about where you are in terms of the self-love side of you, in terms of maybe focusing on another area of your life like career and just feeling happy alone, single. I think that you feel really good about that. And I think that's good. I think that's very positive. I think that you've done a lot of healing work, and I feel like that's really, really important because, from what I see out in the world, there's a lot of moving on from one relationship to the next, to the next, to the next without any healing period in between. And so when that happens, you're bringing a lot of past hurts into your new relationship, and then you're creating a cycle of hurt because not only are you hurt, but because you're not whole, you're hurting the other person, and then they go off and start their cycle of hurting other people on relationship after relationship after relationship as you do the same thing. So, I think it's really good that you've been taking some time to yourself to really focus on you and what really matters to you and what really excites you as an individual person. And, really just working on yourself and healing and feeling good about who you are. So I really feel like that's absolutely wonderful. Thank you for doing that. I feel like that's just a wonderful addition to society in general because we need more people doing that, more people finding completeness and wholeness in themselves versus trying to find that in somebody else and having a string of hurts that they're feeling. But anyways, so I feel like you're in a really good place in that respect. I do want to say though that you are in a really good place, and I feel like you're not really thinking about relationships that much. Like maybe it comes to mind, but I don't really feel like you were going out of your way to pursue a relationship. And I don't even know if you're actually even accepting any offers that come your way just because you're feeling that's just not an area of your life that you're really focused on because you're really focused on the relationship that you have with yourself right now, or the relationship that you have with your career, or the relationship that you have with some other area of your life that is going well. And I think that's pretty healthy, but I also just want to caution you that this is a really good place, and I do think that there is a little healing that you need to do, but I also feel like you've done most of the work right now, and if you were to enter into a relationship, you would be a really positive addition to somebody's life, and you would have a really good, fulfilling relationship with somebody else. Like you would also have a really positive addition to your life, and you could find somebody really special that I think you could have a really long-term relationship with. Maybe 2 years, 3 years, maybe even longer than that is what I'm feeling for you as the relationship that's coming into your life. But because you're not in this mode of seeking somebody out or even really accepting any offers, I feel like you're really going to delay your chance at having love in your life. And because the universe doesn't need you to continuously ask for a relationship in order for you to get one. So it's good that you're not continuously asking because there isn't like a desperation energy going on there. You're just fine by yourself and just working on yourself and happy with your life as it is and the progress that you're making with yourself. So in that sense, it's positive, but also if you're too comfortable with where you are and too happy with where you are and you're not really calling anything in energetically, really asking for anything new to happen, the universe knows what you want. It knows that you want a relationship, but there is no sense of urgency. And so it's not going to bring it in for you right now. It's going to be years later when that will happen for you. But if you were to, be open to relationships, be open to having somebody enter into your life, to making room for a new person in your life, to just being able to share more of your life with somebody else, I think that you would be able to find a really happy, fulfilling relationship now. And, if you don't feel ready for that, just again, this is just something for you to think about. You could wait for the universe to deliver that to you, but that would be years. And really, before the universe would deliver that to you, you would again have to call it. So I feel like I'm being a little confusing here. So basically, what I'm trying to say is you're in a really good place. but you're not going to be calling in a relationship into your life because that's just not where your head's at. And I would recommend that you do that, that you do open the door to having a romantic partner in your life because you would have a really good partner, I think. And you would end up calling in a really good relationship. Now, if you decide not to do that, what's going to happen is years are going to go by and you're going to be feeling pretty good throughout all that time. But then, like 3 years down the road, 4 years down the road, 5 years down the road, you're going to hit this point when it's like, wow, my life's been really good, but something's missing. And it's a relationship, and I would really like one. And, at that point in time, you'd be able to call one in really fast, but you are going to kind of feel like, why haven't I been focusing on that this entire time? Like, I could have had this amazing relationship years ago, but I've like completely neglected this area of my life. And so I feel like either way, you're going to have a happy ending, but I just think you'd be a lot happier if you started pulling in a relationship into your life right now because you are mostly healed, if not entirely healed right now. I would say mostly healed. I think you're mostly healed right now. And you don't have to be 100% in order to have a good, fulfilling, healthy relationship that is worth your time and your energy and your effort. You can have that right now. You've already done so much of the work, and I really feel like now is an optimal time for you. I feel like now is a time for you to call in love. And I think if you haven't already been thinking about being more attentive to the romantic relationship side of your life, that after watching this, you'll be like, yeah, that is a good idea because I can be successful in this one area of my life, but I can also call in success and happiness in other areas of my life. It doesn't just have to be like I don't just have to be focused on this one area. I don't just get success in only one area. I am allowed to get success in multiple areas of my life. So, why not take the risk? Why not put myself out there? Why not open myself up to love again? Because I deserve to be successful in more than just one area of my life. I deserve to be successful in all areas of my life, and romance and love is one of those areas. It's included in that package of happiness that I'm allowed to have, that I deserve. And so I think that that will be a really positive mindset. Now, I think that the best way to go about this is not really to go out on Tinder or to go out on some OkCupid or some dating app. I don't feel like you need to go out there and try to make this happen. I think really the way to start with this is to just think about what you would want in a relationship. Think about what your life would look like if you had a partner with you. How would your days go? What would you do together? How would living together be like? What kinds of things, yeah, would you want to do together? What kinds of activities would you want to do together? Where would you want to travel? How would you feel? Just start coming up with a daydream around a relationship that feels nice, that feels easy, that feels fun, and just focus on the fun aspects of the relationship. Don't focus on, all the nitty-gritty, mundane, hard parts of it. Just focus on the daydream, the light, happy little daydream, and just kind of get your energy flowing in that direction. And I think that's really all you need to do at this point in time. And, if relationships come into your life, like if there are opportunities that come into your life, you don't have to take them. That's not what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to take the first opportunity that comes your way. Judge it. See if it's something that feels right to you. If it feels right, if it feels like, ooh, this is an interesting person, or ooh, this feels like the right person for me, or ooh, I want to know where this goes, go ahead and pursue it and see where it goes. If it's somebody and you're just not interested, or you're not feeling it, or it doesn't feel right, or something like that, then just let it go and just really focus on the daydream. I think the daydream is the most important part, and then evaluating what comes to you and whether or not it's right for you is the second part. Whenever we do manifestation work, I think a lot of times we have this tendency to take whatever comes to us first, because I think we have this idea in our minds that we can't think about what comes in. We have to be impulsive and like, I call this in and it came, so I have to go for it. Like, I can't hesitate. I need to go for it. When really, like, whatever we're calling in, sometimes it needs to be refined. And sometimes we think we're calling one thing in, like this amazing relationship, and then we get somebody who comes into our life and we're like, oh, that doesn't seem quite right. And we think that, it must be because we're focusing on this positive relationship and they must be that because they're the ones that came to us. But maybe you need to be refining what you're calling in and how you're focusing. Do you guys hear that? The birds got so loud. But, maybe there are certain aspects that, you see in this person who doesn't feel quite right. that you need to focus on in a different way so that when the next person comes in, they are right in that way and always. So you don't have to go after the first thing just because you're calling it in. It's okay to evaluate and make sure that when you say yes to something, you say yes fully and completely from all levels of your being. You feel completely aligned with whatever it is that you're saying yes to, not like, oh, like I think so, I think we can make it work, and it seems like it fits what I was looking for. That's like doubt energy, and it's not really going to bring you the best results. So I would say daydream and then trust your gut, trust your instincts on whether something feels right if you get an opportunity in that realm. So that's what I'm feeling for you. In terms of how I see September going for you in the love department, I feel like if you work on this daydreaming side of things, I feel like you're gonna accelerate any healing that you still need to do, and I feel like your vibe is just gonna be even higher, and you're just gonna end up walking out of September feeling so much more love, not just in terms of the romantic sense, but like love for yourself, love for the universe, love for everything, just working out perfectly for you. And I think that that is just like prime manifestation vibration and energy and like environment. And when you create that kind of energetic environment for yourself, good things are going to be on their way, you know, the moment that is perfect for you. And so this is really going to be a month of just like daydreaming and having fun and not doing any kind of action you don't want to do with regards to love. Just really daydreaming about it and creating that energetic foundation of what it is that you want so that when it comes in it's perfect, just like perfect, and will be that long-term relationship that you want, or that I think that you're looking for. So this concludes this video. Before I wrap this up, I just want to let you know that I started doing extended readings again. I used to do them on Vimeo about a year and a half to 2 years ago. I've now moved to Patreon. The link to my Patreon is in the description box below. So if you're interested in an extended reading, what I'm going to be doing in that reading is I'm going to be going into more depth on your current relationship situation, your current romance love life situation, and we're also going to go into what strengths you bring to the table so that you can leverage those strengths and call in better relationships into your life and have more success in the relationships that you do have in your life and that you bring into your life. We're also going to go into the weaknesses that you currently have, or really what I like to say is the areas of growth, so that you can release blocks in that area and again bring in more of the kinds of relationships that you want and that are successful and that bring you the happiness and success that you're looking for in that department. We're also going to go into the fear and blocks that you have and release those as well. And basically the point of this entire extended video is going to be me picking up on any other blocks that you have in your field and helping you release those so that you can really maximize the potential of your love life. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. If you are interested in the extended video, I will see you there. If not, I hope I earned your like and your subscribe, and I will see you in my next video on this channel.